y'all, so in this video I'm going to be reacting to Jamari. This is great news, and what it looks like, or what I've seen in other people's videos, like just the titles, is that there was this YouTuber that went to Japan and was just like, I guess, trying to troll and stuff like that, and ended up in legal situations, but he left. But then for some reason his like viewers like asked him to go back, so he did, and then he got arrested. And I guess this is like the result of all of that, like what he's facing. And we're gonna get into it.
Since that horrible streamer Johnny Somali faced his ultimate fate at the hands of the Japanese authorities. This guy had been running around Japan for months being a public nuisance for his in real life stream.
And I don't know his ethnic background, but he is a melanated person. And it's just like, damn. Bad look, my guy.
He got his first taste of attention off of acting like an idiot, so he kind of just kept that train rolling. Personally, I think being a clown out in public and in real life streaming, more times than not, do go hand in hand, as these fools try and entertain an audience of degenerates. And despite getting checked multiple times in the streets of Japan, for some odd reason Johnny still felt invincible because the police had not stepped in to stop him. But obviously the Japanese are very patient people, and they wisely sat back and let this guy incriminate himself via his own live stream over and over again while they compiled the evidence. So eventually both Johnny and his cameraman were detained for trespassing on a Japanese construction site. It has been all over the news in Japan, and it looks like—
I'm saying, like, what do people do for like clout is insane, like insane, bro. To put your like freedom at risk for some views is dumb, but I don't even care if you're getting paid for it. It's just like, find different content. If what you're doing can possibly have you in a situation where you don't get any money, why would you risk?
Like this guy might really be in some major trouble. And the most hilarious part to me is that as he was being taken away, he was shouting for his stream moderators to call the embassy. Like they hold any sort of power outside of his smelly Discord server.
Can I speak to a lawyer? Can I speak to the embassy? Somebody call the embassy. Mods, call the embassy. Mods, call the embassy. Call the embassy, guys. Mods, call the embassy.
That's how you know that his brain was deluded beyond belief.
I don't know.
And today I do actually have some updates for you guys that suggest that Johnny is going to be spending quite a bit of time behind bars. So this was actually the first and really only picture to my knowledge that we have of Johnny since he was detained. This is actually from a couple of days after the whole incident occurred, and you can see for yourself as these Japanese reporters wait to get a picture of him being transported.
Like,
that's a goblin right there.
Worth it.
So he obviously still thinks of himself as some sort of local celebrity. I don't think that his brain can really comprehend the severity of what's actually about to happen to him. Like, there's no amount of internet clout or even money in the world that can make someone with a rational brain want to be a criminal, especially in a foreign country where they can pretty much do whatever they want to you. Even the guy sitting next to him, who I also have to think is in trouble, is thinking, what a clown. And don't you guys love how everything in Japan is so polite until it's not? Like, to me, it's pretty obvious that these people do not play around. And apparently there's been what's been happening to Johnny as he's been behind those Japanese bars. The Japanese government will hold Johnny Somali for 28 days. In those 28 days, they will use sleep deprivation tactics and hours upon hours of interrogation to break his mind and force him to confess his crime of trespassing. And I don't even know if he really has to confess. I mean, they got him on camera in 480p. Once he confesses, it says Japanese have a 99% conviction rate, so pretty much once they decide it's time to take you in, you already know you're kind of screwed. They will sentence Johnny to 3 years in prison. Then they will deport him back to America once he finishes his sentence. There is no early or good behavior parole in Japan. Does anyone else have the feeling that Johnny's the type of guy to act tough for the cameras? And he's probably over there crying behind bars while they slap his hand with a ruler?
Because he was a guy that was doing shit for internet. You feel me? That's not no tough nothing. Nobody with like common sense, a grown man, is gonna be like, yeah, like, let me mess with people and videotape. And I know we have plenty of that over here. Excuse me. Gideon, or he's found the Lord or something, so I don't know if he's still doing that. But plenty of people do it over here, and it's like, even then, it's like a certain extent. I think if you're gonna mess with somebody, at their job and something, and then you can compensate them like, oh, okay, well, you know, I know it's been annoying, here you go, or get something positive out of that like experience, then that's different. But I feel like when you're just messing with people and you don't know, somebody's mama could have just died, you know what I'm saying, and then you end up dead or in jail or something like that, then you shocked. It doesn't make any sense.
That's where things get really interesting. So like I mentioned, they could hold him for those 28 days. But like I talked about before, they sat back and gathered so much evidence, so many different offenses, that they can keep recharging him and keeping him for 28-day period after 28-day period. So they say Johnny Somali arrested again in Japan, this time for unauthorized kick streaming restaurant. And when they say rearrested, they mean he's just like further detained. It's not like he got out and then like was on stream again and got in more trouble. No, this is all from stuff he did before they went and got him the first time. Since then, he has never been a free man. And here's where we get more details. So, in the case of Ismail Ramsey Khalid, also known as Johnny Somali, a nuisance internet distributor of U.S. nationality, so yes, he was not Somali this entire time, or named Johnny, who was arrested on suspicion of trespassing on a building for breaking into a construction site. The Osaka Prefectural Police South Station decided on the 12th to rearrest him on a suspicion of obstruction of business for causing a nuisance, such as live streaming without permission at a restaurant in Osaka City. And we know how many times that Johnny went out and was just treating Japanese employees and Japanese citizens like absolute dirt. I mean, there must be hundreds of clips they have of him being a public nuisance. And for every single one of those incidents, it's like, here, have another 23 days. Have another 23 days. And since this news broke, people have been trying to figure out which clip exactly was the one that did him in. But like I said, there is so many that it's kind of hard to tell. But shout out to this guy, Jeffrey J. Hall. He's one of the main people that has really kept up with the coverage in this situation. So here's one incident in a restaurant.
Sent $5. We need to destroy your mental health. We need you either in jail or Africa.
What?
Okay, so I had to mute it because it's once again playing a racist song over his speaker like it has done in the past for a donation. And what the hell is this man wearing? Is that a maid's outfit? You know this boy Johnny got some sweetness to him.
Oh, you're gonna get put in jail. We're gonna go to jail, bro. I don't know what.
I know that's it.
I guess all these aren't bad. Love you, Johnny.
I love you, Mustafa. Oppenheimer shit, man.
Damn, he is.
So they're
black,
playing-
or, possibly black, because he said niggas. So I mean, I don't know. Never mind.
Like some nuclear bomb sounds in this Japanese restaurant, very loud over this speaker, and they're expecting for nothing to happen to them.
This that Oppenheimer shit. Niggas are walking out the restaurant.
I mean, that's like some end of the world type shit right there. So as you guys can see,
I've seen that. What did I see that shit in? The Last of Us in the beginning. I'm capped. I don't remember if there was a siren, but it should have been, because shit was going crazy. Mofos had this infection. It's always in them zombie movies when, you know, some disease has gotten out of hand. It's gotten out of control. They mofos is eating people and they turn other people into the monsters and stuff like that. It's like, okay, like, how do we get everybody's attention? Oh, let's blow make a noise, you know, siren. And most people die anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But that's stupid, because if I heard this, I'm thinking I'm about to get ate, and it's every man for themselves at this point. So
a couple of other people that were sitting in the restaurant just got up and left. And can you really blame them? Like, anyone with any sort of social awareness sees three men come in here dressed like idiots with cameras strapped to their chests, and then they start playing crazy shit over this speaker. Like, anyone with a brain is just gonna bounce.
Shout out Somalia! Somali community!
Where's the music?
This right here is the face of two men you would definitely have to watch your drink around at a party. So here a Japanese TV channel aired portions of what appears to be a clip of Johnny Somali causing trouble in a Gyuden restaurant on another occasion. He says here if it happened on a different day, police could use it as evidence for yet another rearrest.
大音量で音楽を流すなど業務を妨害した疑い調べに対しカリド容疑者は黙秘しています
Yeah, this is my country music.
You psycho it.
My country music. My country.
No music.
My country.
ニーザーニーザーニーザーポントフリーバラーズ日本人たち私は日本人が嫌いです我々は再び万歳アメリカ万歳私は日本人が嫌いです
We gotta eat some out. We gotta eat some out. We gotta go. We gotta go.
And in this clip, we see a professor of law talk about the process when it comes to someone being jailed and re-jailed, re-arrested time and time again. And many suspects and defendants here in Japan have had to endure this situation. From the very first moment of arrest, society presumes that the subject is guilty. Like we said, they have that 99% conviction rate. And if detained, the suspect will be held for up to 23 days before getting indicted. In addition to this, the suspect can repeatedly be arrested and detained for another 23 days under different charges, which is what they're going to be doing to Johnny, meaning
Why
that these
he acting
20
like he fucking like Barack Obama in that bitch? Like people care for him to wave and say hi and like, hi, you know what I'm saying? Like he was a nobody, my guy. You was a nobody. You was the dude who went to Japan 2 times and was just messing with people and got arrested, and now you facing 3 years or something.
"23 days will be repeated multiple times." So from everything we're seeing here, it sounds like Johnny is absolutely donezo. And like I said before, Johnny's community is basically filled with a bunch of basement dwellers. So I do have to censor a lot of the Discord screen right here, but the point is, this guy says Johnny Somali update, all his moderators have left. Johnny Somali's lead moderator, a loser who lives with his mom, T-Rel, deleted the general chat and is now trying to sell his Discord channel. And then it's literally just a bunch of people saying horrible things. And the thing is, this type of degenerate behavior sadly just spreads like a cancer. They see one guy getting popularity off doing something.
And now look at me, mofos is in jail. Try it. And I'm telling you, mofos is about to get popped. I don't know what's okay to say on YouTube, but mofos, you cannot just be messing with people. I'm not saying it's okay for somebody to do that, but why y'all in those little videos like, well, I went to the hood and blah 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 blah. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, what? Because I don't know. I know some people that if they was in a situation, like, there's people called like crash dummies. You know, they crash out. They don't give a fuck. They burnt, and it don't matter at that point. You should leave people alone. I'm just saying, you should leave people alone. You should find some other type of content where you don't have to physically bother other people for you to be entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should. And I said, if you mess with people, it should be at a minimal level. And you should, I think, personally, if you mess with somebody, a worker, or just people, you should compensate them. Because first of all, you're messing with them, and whatever their reaction is going to be on camera, and you're going to upload it, and so that could have a bad impact on them. But also, like I said, you don't know what type of days people are having. I just think it's ignorant. If it was them, then it would be like, if it was reversed, you was having a terrible day and motherfuckers just wanted to poke at you, and then like say, ha ha, he acted like a fool, upload it, and that's it. I don't know, it's just fucked up.
Stupid, and other people feel inspired in their very small brains to do the same, I guess. Try to get their 15 seconds of fame. And so now we're getting videos like this.
Thank you. Oh, it slipped out my hand. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
I'm sorry.
No.
That won't happen again.
And that is why it is important.
I'm gonna be honest. It's certain shit. It's certain things that make me lose my job. I'm already, like I've said before, I'm open with it. I have bad anger issues, you feel me? So I have to work in customer service and stuff like that. And it's, you know, I think I'm very good at it until my folks start getting really disrespectful. And I know they could tell because my voice changes. I go from, hi, how are you doing, to, hold on, like, I'm sorry, but I can't. You know, I'm very accommodating, very pleasing. I wish a motherfucker would throw some shit at me twice, and you think I'm about to say no problem? I'll get another job. Fuck you. Like, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, some people that you can't just mess with, bro. Because I wish a motherfucker would, bro. I'm throwing that shit right back at you. Now what? You gonna call my manager? I get fired. Now we on even playing fields. You wanna fight now? You know what? You know what? Like, I just feel like stuff is beyond disrespectful. And to be honest, in that situation, if one of them wanted to throw it back or fight or something like that, they have the right to, because why the fuck did you do that? Why did you mess with them? That's weird. That's weird, bruh. Y'all be wanting to get reactions out of people. And then when you get the wrong reaction, now you want to sue them, or I don't know what happened. It's just entertainment. It's just you. No, shut the fuck up.
Important to make an example of people like Johnny Somali. Just remember, guys,
I
when
got
you post
chocolate
something
on
on
my
the
pants.
internet, it could be there forever. And the stupider stuff that you post, the more likely it's going to catch someone's attention who is going to save it. But y'all let me know what you guys think about this whole situation down below. As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other clowns out here need to be covered. So I'm out. Peace.
But yeah, for real, honestly, for me, I think that, I think 3 years is a lot. I'm not gonna lie, for what he did, yes, but I feel like you have consequences to your actions. If he gets out, though, and does the same shit, I don't know. Now your life is gonna be spent in a prison in a different country. Like, what? Why? I don't know how old he is. I don't know if he had plans. I don't know if he was on summer break and he was about to go back to school. Like, your life is... It's one thing to get locked up over here, but you be in a different country without any support, really. They said it don't matter if you do good behavior. You locked up for the time we tell you. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. But like I said, y'all need to think about what y'all be doing. Like, clout. I don't. Y'all just need to think about what y'all be doing, bro. It's not worth it. A lot of shit is not worth it. And people just be like throwing away their morals for some clout. Not even throwing away your morals for money is bad. But you just throwing your morals away for some attention from people you don't know. You just want attention, bro. I could never understand it. And the specific stuff I can't do for money. I'm not doing certain shit for money. I'm not doing it. If it compromises what I believe as a person and my morals and stuff, I'm not doing it. I don't care what it is. And I'm not about to go outside and just mess with people. I'm not going to. It's different when you're like doing public interviews, I guess, and you're like asking questions. You're not really doing, if they say, yes, I agree to be blah, 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 so what? You feel me? But to just go out and be like, you see you're upsetting people. And you think it's funny. Now you upset. Now you upset. For 3 years you're gonna be upset. Okay. Just a waste. So whatever. I hope this is like a lesson to some other people that are looking at stuff. But it might not be. People might be like, okay, well, I'll just do it over here in America. Yeah, and I'll get away with it or something. Even now, there's people that are getting locked up over here, getting the police called on them and all that stuff, and you doing that for, I don't know, like I said, when you get internet fame, I feel like, it's going to run its course regardless. I don't care who you are. It might just be a more sustainable thing for you. If you make enough money, it doesn't matter. Like Kai, I think he'll be set for the rest of his life. All the bigger people and stuff like that. But what, are they out here just fucking with people? No. They have other ways to entertain. But you know what? Enough about this. You feel me? It just is. It's unfortunate, but it had to happen. So anyways, y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I'll see you on the next one.